What is up, everybody? Solomon here. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic Monday. I am going to just hop right into this. If you see any scam ads on this video, please do not participate in those. So we had some big news today coming out of OneChain, talking about essentially bringing XRP into the DeFi era. Now, a lot of people that I saw on Twitter are saying, yeah, but I'm just waiting for Flare. I think the big misinterpretation here is that Flare is the end-all be-all. Flare is certainly groundbreaking, in my opinion. But the more organizations in the blockchain and distributed ledger technology and DeFi space that usher in XRP adoption, in my opinion, the more the merrier. That just is going to add additional demand for the digital asset XRP that we all believe in. It's going to potentially add more liquidity, and it's going to allow XRP holders... Jenny, I'm on the laptop. Come here. It's going to allow XRP holders, come on, go downstairs, to participate into some of these DeFi initiatives that previously we were unable to do so with. Give me 1 second. Let me shut the door. Jenny, stay out, man. So you can read through this if you want to. I certainly recommend doing so if you feel like participating in this. If you're already and OneChain is pretty big. I mean, if you look on Twitter alone, I mean, over 100,000 followers. You can look into this more if you feel the need to do so. But I think a lot of people taking this as a negative or looking at this in the wrong way, in my opinion. I think that this just adds to the utility of XRP. So certainly feel free to read through this if you want to. All right. I posted to Twitter yesterday that essentially consolidating the majority of my altcoins into a digital asset called Alliance Block. Now, I am going to give you the straight up honest reason why I did this, my thought process behind it, some caveats, and my outlook towards the future of where this space is going to go and what this market is going to potentially do. So first and foremost, this is obviously not financial advice. I did not consolidate large caps. Like, I didn't consolidate XRP or any of like these things that I really believe in. XRP, Quant, Algo, almost anything that I've held for over 6 to 8 months, I didn't do this with. But a lot of these smaller caps, what I've found is that I've started to get to the point in this market in trading in the DeFi space and in trading onto, and Ethereum gas fees are terrible. I get it. But trading on Uniswap, et cetera, where I did pretty decent as far as what I was doing. And I've gotten to the point where I don't necessarily want to deal with the volatility quite as much. And I already did one consolidation, and this was just kind of the second part of that. I'm not comfortable having 20 assets that are smaller caps that I'm utilizing to trade in the small cap space. Now I'm down to three to five. And Alliance Block, in my opinion, is one that I would like to hold, mainly because I believe that the chart looks good, and also because I believe that they're an actual giant. And we've seen giants as far as XRP, as far as Chainlink, as far as Quant, as far as Hedera Hashgraph. I believe that Alliance Block could be a giant, so I'm trying to minimize risk. It just went through a consolidation period, and I've seen who they're partnered with. I've seen what they're trying to accomplish, and I've seen, hopefully, a coin that can take me from where it is now in a safe way to where I would potentially want to be in the next 2 to 3 months. There are some caveats. The one thing I will say about Alliance Block, and that I want to see very much, and we're going to go through the whole spiel here. So, I want to see more exchanges. So that's a little bit concerning. Now, it's on Liquid Exchange. I don't believe Liquid Exchange is available in the United States. Uniswap is pretty much the end-all be-all for getting a lot of these coins. It's on Biloxi. I've heard certain things about Biloxi. I've heard other things about Biloxi as well. So if you have experience with that exchange, that is an option. But they have deep integration already and are being incubated essentially by Binance. And let's go through this. Okay, so first off, if you're not familiar with Alliance Block, but that would be my caveat. My big caveat is the fact that I want more liquidity on and off ramps. I want more people to be able to potentially look into this asset and make their own decision whether or not they would want to buy something like this. And again, this was solely a risk management type thing for me with the smaller caps. So I have, and complete transparency, I found and bought Alliance Block at 6 cents. I made a sale at 30 cents. I made a sale at 60 cents. I was liquidity mining on the platform, and I still have that, and then I added into it by consolidating as well. So I'm certainly incentivized to say this because I want to see the price go up because I'm holding it, right? But I think that the floor is much higher with this one, and it may not be quite as volatile, and I could be wrong, as some of these other really, really small caps. And I think that there's potential room for growth as well. You look at the market cap right now, it's at like, I think 100 and that's the diluted 150 million. So, and that to me is like too, like a lot of people look at that as like a range for like comfort level. Like I got in at like $5 to $7 million market cap, or maybe a little bit more than that. But and a lot of these smaller ones that are so volatile, like $10 to $20 million market caps, can go up 40%, down 40% in a day, easy. I'm not necessarily looking for that at this point. This can certainly potentially go down, but I have seen, like, here's their ecosystem. This is Alliance Block, okay? If you haven't seen it before, creating an ecosystem of stakeholders across a full spectrum of, they're trying to bridge traditional finance and DeFi as well. I'm not affiliated with them, by the way, but they have monster partnerships as far as Quant, and I haven't seen Quant partnering with a whole bunch of organizations. We know Quant is in the traditional finance sector for the most part. Holochain, Chainlink, the London Stock Exchange, these are all legit partnerships. Level 39, which is a gigantic incubator. AWS Activate. We've got some more of these incubators here. Acon, Ramp. Covalent, which Covalent, if you haven't looked into Covalent, look into Covalent. Their token releases really soon. Frontier, which I still think Frontier is big. Frontier, even after my consolidation, was one of the coins that I chose to hold. Ocean, and Ocean is gigantic in my opinion. I actually offloaded Ocean into ALBT, not financial advice, because I know what the market cap of Ocean is. However, the big caveat to all of this still is these on and off ramps. Ocean has a lot more on ramps, even though it's at $1, whatever it is right now, and its market cap is way higher. I'd like to see Alliance Block get some more on ramps here. Parsec, which is gigantic. API 3 is gigantic. Injective is big. Plasma Finance and Plasma Pay. This is kind of why I got into Plasma Pay back in the day. And if you're considering potentially looking into something that just has went through its consolidation period and broke out, like, so we can see right here, this is Alliance Block, okay? So, and yes, I bought Alliance Block all the way down here like the 6th of December. And I went on this whole big ride up here. I had sold before this peak happened. I think I sold at 60 and 30. But we went through this consolidation period right now. So this thing almost hit $1. And this was the 28th of January. We just broke out of this downtrend the 31st of March. And broke out with confirming it as support. We have tried to do it 2 other times, arguably. And now we have. I don't know exactly what this could potentially get to. I'm not going to sit here and give you guys price targets. This is just more of a comfort thing for me. Their ecosystem is gigantic. What's interesting to me real quick, and I'm not going to yap on and on about this. If you want to look into Alliance Block, look into them. There's only 3 projects that are partnered right now in the incubator program for the London Stock Exchange, and they're one of them. I guess we could go through the blog real quick too, because this is major. Secures funding under the $100 million accelerator fund from Binance Smart Chains ecosystem. This is like literally 3 days ago on the 9th. Energy Web strategic partnership to facilitate increased institutional participation. Energy Web is a giant. Avalanche, Ava Labs, Alliance Block to bring its compliant decentralized finance applications and institutional connections to the Avalanche ecosystem. Ocean, they're deeply integrated with Ocean. They're essentially leveraging Overledger and utilizing Overledger with their product from Quant. They're just, in my opinion, Alliance Block is potentially massive, like multi-billion-dollar market cap at some point. So, and I think that the downside at this point in the market is the risk is a little bit lower for me to go into something like this. Now, granted, I may miss out on some of these ones. I may still trade in and out a little bit if I see something that's really kind of juicy that I want to get into. This was almost like a safe haven move for me. And I didn't sell any of these bigger ones that I have held. What's interesting is I just found this today, though. The two founders of Alliance Block and this dude right here, which is Anders Christensen. Anders Christensen is head of Avaloq, Avaloq.1 ecosystem at Avaloq. If you're not aware what Avaloq is, the Avaloq banking suite is utilized by more than 140 banks worldwide. This dude is an advisor already for Alliance Block, but he is quite the big fan too, as far as on his LinkedIn. These are posts from like a week ago. Every single post Alliance Block posts, that Anders dude is all over it. This is Alliance Block's website, Anders Christensen. I guess I could go through that real quick. But even right directly from from Alliance Block's website, focused on ecosystem development and connecting real client needs through decentralized banking with Avaloq's core banking and what is BPAAS solutions. So we could go through real quick and I guess just kind of look at the team. This is more so for people that aren't aware of this. Their team has a really good background as well, but their advisory board is fairly decent. So Avaloq, strategic advisor. This isn't going to load right. I recommend you guys and going on to look at the team. All right, but last but not least for this one here, I came across this. They're essentially, where is that tweet where I actually had it? And I confirmed this in the Telegram. So I found this thing today that is like, there was this company started on March 31st and then updated on April 7th. And I was talking with one of the people in the Telegram. I'm not going to out who it is, but they went and confirmed it. There's going to be a new business development arm of Alliance Block. More updates will be made publicly in respects to this. So obviously I found this before the public announcement. This is this website, moneyhouse.ch. I think this is Germany. And the company is called Devraj AG. And there's obviously like other ways you could phrase it. But what I found really interesting is the purpose. And if you go to this and you have to translate it to English. The purpose of the company is promotion, further development and maintenance, as well as advice and enabling access to infrastructure and technologies in the areas of decentralized finance and traditional finance. In particular, the provision of software development and consulting services, as well as the outlicensing of software. This is what I found interesting. The company can participate in other companies as well as acquire, exploit, manage, and sell real estate and intellectual property rights, set up subsidiaries and branches in Germany and abroad, and also undertake all legal acts. Now, there's going to be a shareholders offering of this. The people registered are the two founders of Alliance Block and this Christian Madsen Osterby. And we just saw that this Christian dude is executive director at Seba AG. So he's pretty much into these venture capitalist groups as well. And then also, as I showed before, this the dude from Avaloq is like, why isn't it popping up on here? That's really freaking weird. Maybe that's why. Okay, that's why. Anders Christensen, this dude at Avaloq, is like all over the LinkedIn as far as liking almost everything that Alliance Block tweets or posts on LinkedIn. Last but not least, I did want to talk about this. I actually picked this up a little bit yesterday. I actually even forgot to post this to Patreon. This is Mobify. I was talking with somebody else that I respect in the space about this platform, and it has ties with like Hedera Hashgraph. It has ties with the Things protocol, and it's really interesting. A lot of the employees came from like Shell. Mobify is actually a Things protocol initiative. If you go to Things protocol, this is a super low cap, but you can look at who they're partnered with, and it looks legit, at least from a first glance to me. This dude, this Udizu, was essentially he's still, I think, part of the Things protocol. Same thing with Tune. And advisors and mentors, blockchain expert and growth accelerator at Ocean Protocol. This is Manan Patel. Falcon Private Bank, F10. We're working with F10, Spider DAO, API3, R3 Corda, Hedera Hashgraph, Things Protocol, which this is an initiative of Things Protocol. Razor, which we've talked about, which has heavy hitters. Union, which has heavy hitters. Kylan, which we've seen. sell frame, go from there. If you want to check out Mobify, again, I'm not affiliated with them either. This thing is like super new though. So I would recommend potentially looking at something like this. Again, not financial advice, very, very new, but we'll see where this goes. And my Alliance Block move was mainly just because if I can find something that I think is a future world-changing asset, which I believe Alliance Block could potentially be, and I could very much so be wrong too. And if I'm at the point right now with some of these smaller caps where I've traded my way up or done whatever I have to get to a point that I'm more worried about losing it than I am about risking certain things to like do what I've done for the past 3 months to get it to a certain level. I would rather maintain it and hopefully see steady growth. Again, the caveat to me with Alliance Block, the only caveat that I've seen, period, because the team is fantastic, they're super transparent in the Telegram, is that I want to see more exchanges. They seemed to have deep integration with Binance. We saw that they were awarded that $100 million incubator fund, or a portion of that $100 million incubator fund. Other projects obviously get awarded that as well. And they also they're already staking on BSC. There's certain things that kind of just align that make me believe that I hope Alliance Block would be moving on to Binance at some point here in the near future. We do know that Ramp, I think Ramp's on Binance, and I think didn't Ramp just get listed at Coinbase custody or something like that? So I don't know. There's big implications for where this could possibly go. I'm just not going to get to the point like I've done it in the past with like Quant. I bought Quant at like sub $2. I bought Polkadot at like sub $2. I bought Alliance Block at 6 cents, and it's still low enough where I'm comfortable with, $153 million market cap, in my opinion, is not crazy low. I don't know if this gets to $1 billion in this bull market. I think with the proper exchanges, and if they announce some of these things with these centralized institutions, which from the Telegram, it looks like there's things that they're actually going through the legal processes of signing deals, but everything's under NDA. I know we hear that all the time. Who knows? It could go to $1 billion market cap. Is it? I don't know. But is it going to go back down to a 40 or $50 million market cap, given the relationships and everything else? I doubt it, and I could be wrong. But this was my bet. So I love all you guys. This is not a hypey video, obviously. I'm not affiliated with these projects whatsoever. I just believe in them. I find things and I post them. Do your own research into any project that you ever invest into, but I'm at the point now where I want to maintain what I've earned for my family. It's life-changing wealth. I'm not going to be rich from whatever I've earned by trading. And make no mistake, whatever you've earned in this space is not luck. You weren't lucky with anything that you've done in this space. You have earned every single penny, I guess I should say, every single dollar, every $100, every 5x, every 10x that you've done. That was you. That wasn't anybody else. You're the one that had to pull the trigger. You're the one that had to make that decision for yourself and for your family. Every single dime that you've earned in this space, you've earned. It's not lucky. When people say that you're lucky, you can just sit there and walk away because you're not. You've earned every single penny. And, look into certain things. And, I'm at the point I just want to be a little bit safer at this point. So love all you guys. Check out the Wanchain announcement with XRP bringing it into DeFi. I think it's big. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. If there's news tomorrow, I will certainly present it. Maybe no more hype videos for a little while. I did 2 in a row. Time to step back. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. All right. I'll talk to you guys. Bye.